Good afternoon, everybody. Damon Gonzalez from Landbox Sports. Uh, just got some news this morning. Of course, pretty much everybody in the boxing world knows that the Pedraza fight tonight on ESPN is canceled. It appears his opponent tested positive for COVID, and with this kind of situation, of course, Bob Bennett in the Nevada Boxing Commission and Top Rank will do everything they can to keep the fighters and everybody involved, pretty much in safety, in the quarantine bubble. So, any issues of somebody testing positive and possible contamination, they want to do everything they can. I'm sure from our observations, looking out in to avoid that. So you got to give credit when credit is due, and how they're handling it. It's unfortunate, However, this is boxing, and we have to adjust to the new era. Gabriel Flores Jr. and Jose Rui has moved up to the main event tonight. So for those of you that don't know Gabriel Flores Jr., he's a great young fighter. Just signed a management contract recently with Jay Prince. He's from California, Stockton kid. He's a good kid. He's a great kid. So it's going to be great to see him in the ring tonight in the main event. So boxing continues. You know, so I'm personally not knocking Top Rank Boxing. I've heard ups and downs and people criticizing the fight cards and stuff like that and what have you. I'll tell you what, man, it's boxing's boxing, and these kids they give it their all in there. They're warriors. They go in there and they do the best they can. Without further ado, our special guest today, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Joshua Franco, the Professor, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing, champion?
Doing good. Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. By starters, I ask everybody that comes on, thank you for coming on the Slip Punches show. How are you and your family doing?
We're doing good, staying safe from, all this corona stuff going on. So thank God for that.
Yeah, I was just when I made my opening comments, what I did say was, of course, the main event tonight for Top Rank has been canceled. It appears that Pedraza's opponent, his manager, came up positive test. So, to avoid contamination of the fighter and the trainer and everybody else, because I'm sure they saw each other, it was the right steps to do.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's crazy. I heard that he had tested negative the day before, and then today he tested positive. So that's really wild. So, I got to be safe at all times. Especially the ones that are fighting soon.
Now you're going to be leaving when very soon, of course, to Las Vegas. So when is your depart?
Yeah, I leave on Saturday, Saturday afternoon, and then once we get there, we're gonna enter the bubble. That's what they call it.
How did you get the name El Professor? The Professor. Let's
You know,
start
I
off
got
with that.
I got it from a coach in Oxnard when I was first meeting up with Robert Garcia, his assistant coach Donald. I walked into the gym and I had glasses on. I had a collared shirt, and I was dressed like a student or something. And he asked if I was a boxer. I'm like, yeah, I'm a fighter. And he goes, you don't look like you're a fighter. You look like you're a professor or like a teacher. And
Yeah,
ever since then, the professor just stuck with me.
I'll tell you what, hands down, man. And listen, I applaud you. Your young career, you've shown the boxing world so much exciting fights. The fight with Negret, just so many fighting, exciting fights in the game. How are you right now preparing for this tremendous opportunity to fight for the WBA strap against Andrew Maloney? I mean, this is a big fight, really, all the way
Yes,
across
sir.
the board. Talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear your let's pick your brain a little. Let's hear how are you doing in preparing for this fight?
Oh, I prepare myself very well for this fight. It's not everybody gets this opportunity to fight for a world title, especially on, as a main event. So, I prepared myself 100%, and, I'm ready to go, and, I'm ready to show, the world, who I am. And after this fight, they're going to know who I am. And, I worked so hard for this one, and, I'm not going to let it slip up.
Now, definitely, your training camp, your team, your coach, we're talking high tense, preparing for this. Talk about your chemistry with your team and how important is that to you mentally, of course, going into this fight.
Yes, sir. I have a great team behind me. I have Robert Garcia as my trainer, and my coach. I have, his son, his assistant. He's always helping me. I have my strength and conditioning coach Charles, my other coach. His name's Chepe, and they're all pushing me to the limit. They know, Robert knows what it takes to be a world champion. He's trained so many world champions, and he's pushing me. He knows what it takes, and we're all as a team working hard together. To bring that title home. And just been pushing myself to the limit, and it's in the show on Tuesday night.
Now, I mean, this off the record, I'll kind of expand just a tiny bit on what you said when you refer to Robert Garcia, his team, and everything, and like that. The work in that gym, I mean, no question about it. You guys, these kids in there, it's all over the place. The word in the you guys kick the shit out of each other. There's no
Yeah.
playing around in that gym, and knowing that you're working so hard, you guys pushing each other. What does that mean to you? Because you must be really fired up for this fight.
Yes, sir. Of course, nothing but great talent in the gym. We have Hector Tanajara, Virgil Ortiz. We
Yeah.
have Mikey Garcia, Jose Ramirez. Abner Matas. Everybody. All the talent in there is just it's crazy. And everybody feeds off each other's energy. We all work hard, and it's great having those people around, and especially world champions. They know what it takes, and them giving me advice and stuff. So yeah, I feel really blessed.
Now, T minus a couple of days, a couple of weeks from now, the thought of you holding a WBA strap on your shoulder, reaching that goal in the sport, the best is yet to come, isn't it?
For sure. I've been waiting for this moment since I started boxing. This is a moment that everybody dreams of. When they turn professional, it's the main goal to get a world title. So I can't wait. To fight. And I know what I'm gonna do, and I know what it takes to get that belt.
I'll tell you, man, us at Latin Box Sports, man, we followed you from the beginning. We've been big fans of you and always writing about your success and what have you. We encourage you to keep on punching, and we hope to have you back on the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for having me on, and appreciate it. And make sure to tune in Tuesday night.
Champion, I appreciate it too. Take this moment, take this time. I ask all the fighters, and it's very, very important, man. Reach out to your fans, man. Plug in with your fans and tell them, where you at with your heart, and just give a shout out to all your followers, man, because there's a lot of love. You know that.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all my fans, all my followers. Thank you for the support. You guys, keep the drive going. And just make sure to tune in and watch me capture a world title Tuesday night, and it's gonna be a great night of boxing.
Decision, knockout, doesn't matter. It's coming, right?
Doesn't matter, I'm gonna get the win either way.
That's what's up, man. How can people follow you that don't know you and of course getting to know you? How can they follow you on your hooks, your social media like Instagram and stuff?
Yes, sir. Follow me on Instagram at one Professor Franco, and Twitter Joshua Franco _.
Champ, we thank you again, man. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your training camp to plug in with us on the Slip Punches show. This is so important, especially right now during quarantine time. It says a lot about you. It says a lot about your character, man, that you reach out and you want to communicate because it's important that the boxing world knows more about you, and that's so important. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support, and we'll talk soon.
No doubt, champ. We'll see you in Vegas, okay?
Yes, sir. See you. Have a good one.
You
Be
too.
safe.
Keep on punching, champ.
Yes, sir.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for tuning in. Joshua Franco on board with us. Of course, everybody knows he's fighting one of the Andrew Maloney. We had him on about a week or two with his brother. Man, great stuff, man. We're looking forward to that fight. It's gonna be an electric fight. So there's some really, really good stuff coming on with Top Rank Boxing in the next couple of weeks. Latin Box Sports, Damon Gonzalez. We're out tonight. We're gonna have a tremendous special. Hopefully, if things work out as planned, we have a WBO champion in the past, very significant, wonderful individual, good friend of mine, Orlando Guru from Puerto Rico. He's going to be on us with Ruben De Jesus from All Star Boxing, and we're looking forward for that later tonight, chopping it up with them. Latin Box Sports, we're out, and we'll talk to you in a couple hours. Take care.